So he was saying he didn't understand why people were still going to certain beauty supplies because of he had saw videos about them being physically, getting physical with customers, thinking that they stole this particular lady. They thought she had stole some lashes, but it turns out she didn't. So they were like choking her on the ground.
Wow.
And he was like, well, after seeing that, why would you still go support? But I feel like a lot of times people say, well, it wasn't me. I don't even know who, they did that to. And then that's their excuse of still going in. Because they have what you need.
So do you think, Brittany, that if they knew they had options to go to their own people and buy beauty products such as yourself?
I do think that, I think when the word gets out, then they do come out. People do come out and they do support.
Great. Hey, everybody. I am at Charshee Beauty Supply store here in Belleville, Michigan. Belleville, Michigan is about 20 minutes outside of the city of Ann Arbor, and it's about 30 minutes from Detroit. This is Charshee Beauty Supply store in Belleville, Michigan. Look at this beautiful strip mall that Brittany is located in. Her name is Brittany, and we're going to go in and meet her. And we're going to hear her story, but she's in Belleville, Michigan. And this is Brittany here.
Hello, welcome to Charshee.
Owner of Charshee Beauty Supply. Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
If you would just tell us your story of how you got started in the beauty supply store. Our viewers want to know. This is such a beautiful store. It's very organized and just beautiful. If you would just share with them how you got started and your story.
Oh, sure. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know where to go. Funny enough, I have a degree in criminal justice. It's not even a business one. I couldn't think of what I wanted to do, and I remember reading this article a while ago when it said like there was 3 businesses that during a recession or hard economical times, there's 3 businesses that either thrive or still maintain, and it was alcohol, tobacco, and beauty.
Whoa.
And so I didn't know anything about alcohol, tobacco, but I felt like I could probably push some beauty products. So that's how it started. And then in the city, Belleville, they didn't have a beauty supply. So my mom actually had said, oh, there's no beauty supply in Belleville. So why don't that would be a good place to start.
So
2 years ago.
So was there a beauty supply, not a beauty supply or not a black-owned beauty supply?
Not a beauty supply at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there was one here, but I think he was black-owned, but I think he ended up moving.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is awesome then. Are you the only beauty supply store right now?
I am. Yep, in Belleville. I'm the only.
Wow,
I'm
you
the
are
only
like breaking ground. You are, I mean, you're doing some phenomenal, wonderful, rare things.
Trying to here.
Okay, go ahead with your story. You said 2 years ago.
Yep. So I opened Charshee 2 years ago, and it's actually named after my aunt, in memory of her, kind of like homage to her. Her name was Charlotte, but her nickname was Charshee.
Oh.
So that's where it comes from.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love your colors too. Did you pick these colors?
I did. I thought they're kind of calm.
Mm-hmm.
So
they do.
Yeah.
It's not something you see all the time. When you go into the beauty supply store, you don't get to usually see this beauty. I love how you have this, even the slat wall fixtures have a turquoise.
Oh, yeah.
A turquoise color to them, so that's really nice. So how long have you had a Charshee Beauty Supply?
2 years.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
That's really good. And how has the community response been for you?
It's been good. It's actually during the pandemic, having to close for just for what I
about
can't
3
remember.
months.
Yeah.
Yep.
It actually, when we opened, it was the support was even more because a lot of you see on TV a lot of commercials and stuff were saying make sure you look out for your small businesses. So the community really actually I have no complaints. They've been really supportive during this time.
And you look so young to be doing this. This
The
is
shea butter.
The shea butter. Now, do you make any of your own products, or do you promote other people's products?
I don't, but there is another small business called DH Naturals who does our like shea butters, black soap, incense. So they do all that. Yeah.
You partner with them, and they are able to sell their products in your store.
Yeah.
Can we look at those products?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So they have different shea butters. They have French vanilla scent, baby powder, and mango butter, which smell really good. This one is like the solid.
Okay.
Shea butter, and then they have whipped as well.
And what's the name of the company?
It's called DH Naturals.
Okay.
So they're an online business.
Online business.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're here locally, but it's an online business.
Oh, okay. Are they black owned?
Yep, they are.
That's amazing. And I'm just gonna hold that up one more time because some of our viewers are wondering where you can get authentic shea butter.
Yeah, this is addictive shea butter. I really stand behind it.
Okay. Okay. Definitely, I'm gonna have to try some of that before I leave.
Yes.
What was the most challenging part of getting into the beauty supply business for you?
The most challenging part, and still is a challenge today, is the inventory part. It's it's locked down pretty good, but what I'm noticing is with time it's getting better. But it's that would be the number one struggle, is trying to get what's in demand.
What made it such a struggle?
Certain things like trying to get in contact with certain companies, them not responding, or the minimums being higher for some people. When you're just starting off, one company with if you're calling them and the minimum is 20,000 and it's just one brand, that's gonna be hard for you to do.
So few people have $20,000 to spend on one brand.
One brand, yes.
You know, what if it doesn't sell?
Exactly.
Or it takes a year to sell. How were you able to get around the lockout, just in case, and not just in case? Because we know some of our African American sisters and brothers are having a hard time, and they're experiencing the same thing you experienced: no return calls, or flat out no. Not enough money to spend on one brand. How were you able to get around? Because I see your store is nice and full. So how were you able to get around those lockout strategies?
One thing is I try to be a nag a little bit, consistency, try to keep, when I'm calling them and telling them like, oh, I want to place an order like right now, like not later on, not, as soon as I'm approved, I want to, purchase it right now. But what's been helping me carry along, which is a hard thing to do, is if you have if you have a company that will back you up and say, hey, she's good for it. Sales reps talks to the other sales reps for the other companies. So if you get in good with one of the sales reps, I just honestly, if I'm good with them, I'll ask, do you mind if I use you as a reference? Because I'm trying to get in with this other company. And so I'll call and I'll say, hey, Mike from, whatever warehouse told me that I can call you. So could you get me in? Would you take? That's probably the easiest way, because it's a really, there's still some companies to this day that I'm trying to get in my store that I haven't cracked them yet.
Yep. I know what you mean.
So yeah.
But that's such a wonderful strategy. I had not heard anybody say yet that you can use one company. When you get in with one company, use them as a representative and mention them when you call the other company. So that's a great idea for everybody.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite part of being a Black beauty supply store owner?
I find it easy to interact with the customers. Because we have the same hair. We may not have the same, but we can talk about, the different products. I can tell you what I actually tried.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What worked for me, or what I tried on other, friends or family members, what worked for them. Other salons I can talk to, because I'm not a licensed stylist, but what they recommend for the certain hair types. So really just the interaction with the community is, I'd say, the best.
What drives you in the morning? What makes you get up, come into the store, excited, ready for the day?
Well, one, it's a challenge, because it's a challenge to be, it's a double minority. You know how it is. You're a Black woman.
Yep.
So to know that you are building something, And to know that I'm creating a legacy that hopefully I can leave to, family, my nieces and things, that's what really keeps me going, because we're kind of a rare breed that
We are
Black-owned beauty supplies. So
We
that is something that I hate that there's so few of us, but I do say I'm proud of, what we've all been able to accomplish.
You're a trailblazer. So that's I really like, Brittany, the way that you take your logo and you really just strengthen it, like your mask, Charshee, and we're seeing that all over. And I'm not gonna forget that, because I see it on your shirt, I see it on your mask, I see it on your counter, I see it on your sign outside. So and you're on Instagram as well.
Yep. Facebook, Instagram, Google. And that's another, Google now has a thing now that you can put that you're a woman-owned business or you're a Black-owned business.
Okay.
That also has been a help too, because people said they found out through Google that it was not only that I was here, but it was Black-owned.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What would you say is the hottest selling brand or product? So maybe give us three of the hottest brands. You can show them to us. The products you have to have this in your store.
It's actually some of it that I'm out right now.
The meal
and her rice. Yeah, the rice water is hard. As you can see, it's not here. It's hard for me to keep that on the show. Very popular. The Design Essential is also a really popular brand for us. And the other ones that are not like Black-owned or woman-owned that is popular is like the Cream of Nature. That's old. That's been around a long time. Yeah.
Yep, we call those staples.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are
So the honey line of that that one is really popular.
What advice would you give to young women who are thinking about going into the beauty supply industry?
Well, there's a few things I would say. Mm-hmm. One thing, if they could get the experience of working under someone in a beauty, even if it's not, if they couldn't get in a Black-owned, because I know some of us, we just started, so we don't have, but if they could do either work there or internship, something like that, mm-hmm. so they can kind of see what brands are popular and what they'll need to carry. Have a lot of patience. Yeah. And know that you're going to have to start small. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're going to have to start small, and you'll get there. Mm-hmm. But patience is key, because, when we go in these beauty supplies there, I mean, there's not an inch on the wall. Everything is hair booming side to side. And that's what a lot of customers expect. Mm-hmm. And so that sometimes could be discouraging for some people. But funny enough, some of the vendors even come in and say, oh, this is a great start to, a beauty supply. So even when you feel like you need to do more, there's a lot of people that they're really excited about what you're doing.
I've always been a believer that you don't have to have 100 bottles of Adore out. If you've got like Brittany, you've got crystal clear, you've got jet black, off black, darkest brown, mahogany. I'm more of a put 3 out. 3 of each color. Yeah, and put the rest up
by season. Because sometimes the summer a bright pink might be hot, but in the fall, people are wearing burgundies and browns. Yeah. So sometimes it's just you don't need all of them at the same time.
And I'm a believer in that. Like, you've got see this here, the way you have your beautiful browns. To me, that looks like a lot. And that's great, because I'm going to put each one of those colors in my store. I'm going to put 2 of them out at the same time. And I only do that because I like to watch.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes when people see a lot, in my experience, they tend to think they can just take it and nobody will notice it. But if they see there's only 2 or 3 of each color, they're kind of have pity on you and say, well, you know what? I'm not going to steal from her because she doesn't have anything anyway.
And she would easily notice.
Yeah. So I just try to make sure that I carry almost everything I can, but just a couple of them. So I think you are doing exceptionally well.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
That means a lot.
You're doing exceptionally well. I mean, you have, as long as you have what they need in your community, then when they come in, everybody's going to buy something because you have what you need in the community. So if you are in the Ann Arbor, Detroit, Belleville, Rawsonville area, then come on down and shop at Charshee Beauty Supply. You even have wigs. This is really nice. And what I tell people, even if like I drove 33 miles to get here, and I tell people, even if you don't live in the area, maybe make a trip once a month to a Black-owned beauty supply and just stock up on everything you need. And that way you're supporting your own people and you're helping them to create legacies for their children. This is really nice. You have a lot of variety. So yeah, this is nice. And 2 years. What would you say to people about when it comes to hiring people?
That I can't answer because I have my family. My parents are retired.
That's wonderful.
So they're here with me every day. My siblings come in a lot of times when they get off work. And I also have a close friend who is here. She has the summers off since she's a teacher.
So Black family support.
The summer she's here.
That's awesome. Black family support. So you all are doing this together.
They're amazing. I couldn't ask for more.
That's wonderful. So what are your aspirations for the future with your beauty supply store?
Store-wise, I would love to get more inventory and expand a little bit. I would also like to do something involving the community because I feel like it would be crazy of me not to, to have a business and then not give back to the community. I have some organizations that I want to start within the community.
Okay, great.
So,
great.
Yeah. I had one customer, it made me a little teary-eyed. She had brought her daughter in and she was like, I just wanted her to see another Black woman who is a business owner so she can see that like it's possible because there are some Black-owned women businesses out here, but she was like, just so I've been trying to take her to show her that, we can be in charge and we can be owners, but I just want to make syou she sees that. So I just was like, oh, that warms my heart.
Be sure to subscribe, like the channel, share the information to someone it might be helpful for. Thank you.
Tanishas Beauty Supply, beauty, power and style, power and style. Tanishas Beauty Supply, beauty, power and style, power and style. Get whatever you need.